When I had my diagnosis of Parkinson's in 2011, I think at that stage I probably knew I had something wrong because I was twitching a bit in my hand and I felt that my mental sharpness, which is a fairly fundamental part of my job, was not there. And I was also prone to getting angry and throwing things around the office. And I don't think they could afford this endless supply of mugs as a result. I guess it shows that the mental side of it can often manifest itself before the physical side of it manifests itself. And fundamentally, I think since then, although the physical side has manifested itself in all sorts of different ways, stiffness, trembling, tremor, the usual stuff, I think it's actually affected me much more mentally than physically. And I find that a lot of the exercises and stuff that I'm doing is actually helping the mental stuff much more than the physical stuff, or as much as the physical stuff. The DBS, which I had 2 years ago, made a huge difference to my physical abilities. And the knock-on effect on that, I think, has been to help me deal with the mental effects much better. Yeah, pre Parkinson's, my main kind of physical activity was walking up and down the corridor, shouting at people in the office, and I used to sail a bit as well, but I didn't do much in the sense of structured or exercise, and I certainly didn't get involved in any team sports. I hadn't done anything like that since I was at school. I went through a long period of basically not wanting to be around people with Parkinson's because, in a sense, it was reminding me of where I was going, and it's not somewhere I wanted to go eventually. Although I knew I was going to get there eventually. Having reached the stage of having gone to the stage of blathering about Parkinson's to anyone who'll listen, I'm now much more accepting of it, and a result of that, I'm much happier at spending time in the company of people who've got Parkinson's in its million different ways. It affects us all differently. I hate to use the word inspiring because it's such a cliche, but sometimes you can't help but be inspired by other people, particularly guys that are a lot older than me, because I'm conscious that at 57, a lot of the guys that are a lot older than me, they they have Parkinson's worse than me, much harder than me, but they just get on with life. Everyone will send you off in various directions, and you tend to end up at the Parkinson's charity, who do a fabulous job filling in the gaps that the everyone else kind of leaves behind. But yeah, it would have been great if at the beginning there was someone in the health service who was being paid to actually sit down with us and say, right, here are some of the things you could be doing. Here are concrete examples, as opposed to just take up a sport, take up tennis. It'd be really good if someone had said, what, there is a sport, a walking football group, for example. They meet every third Tuesday there. Why don't you go along and try that? That kind of specific guidance, a specific steer in the right direction would have made a huge difference to me, I think. Like when you've got Parkinson's or other things like this, you have to let go of your inhibitions and just get on with stuff. Do what you can do. Try new stuff because, as I said earlier on, it's sometimes much better to do something new and learn it than try and do something that you used to be able to do and get frustrated because you can't. So just do it.